G'day legends, TJC Sports here. Welcome back to another very special NRL live stream reaction. We missed the first day, of course, so we missed out on the first one of this wonderful round. But we're here for the second best, legends. The second game of the round here. It is Anzac round, of course, lest we forget, legend. The Cronulla Sharks versus the North Queensland Cowboys. That's right. We've got a double Queensland Friday night header. We start off in Townsville before heading all the way off to Suncorp Stadium with your classic Broncos versus the Doggies. That should be a big one too. Hopefully, we have two absolutely epic games. Gonna have to take a pause in a moment for a moment of silence, legends, but it's good to have you here. Make sure you hit that like button. I'll read all the comments and the lineups in a moment. All right, legends, once we're done with that here, it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be legendary. All right. There we go, legends. There we go. Your boy TJC's had his moment. It's time to nearly get on with the game in a second, legends. I hope you're all having an amazing night here, wherever you're watching from. PNG, Australia, New Zealand. It doesn't matter. All united by one, legends. The theme's going on at the moment here. I hope you've all had some spectacular times. Shout out to everyone in the chat here. Shane J. Hay says, Cowboys for the win. We are so back. Bro, you are so back, baby. This is the game to make it happen. After that terrible performance last week, you need something today, right? That was horrendous, brother. What was I watching? Last week? It was an absolute joke. I didn't get up actually getting to properly watch it, but goodness me. But lest we forget, legends, gosh darn, that those moment of silences, man, they really hit you in the feels, don't they? Oh, you never really get over them. Never. That never kind of grows old, for we shall not grow old. Liam Pritchard says, Taylor, what good win from the Parramatta Eels last week, Bulldogs? Yeah, mate, that was a brilliant win. I'm still not over it, mate. The Bull Frauds. If you want to watch the vlog where we smashed them, that is out on the channel, legends. Rugby Fella says, Cowboys 1-12, first try scorer, Jeremiah Nanai. Love that prediction, legend. Hopefully the Cowboys get up with it for you. You lucky I'm joining the stream today. Very lucky. I was a bit of a jokester, wasn't I, about that win? You Doggies fans, I feel for yous. Lest we forget, says Jason Reader. Love to see it here. Sharks 1-12, he predicts. That's good so far. We've got a good mix between the Sharks and the Cowboys in terms of tipsters so far in this one today. We'll get on with the rest of the comments in a second. Don't be afraid to keep on commenting, by the way. Sorry, didn't clear my throat for a while. It's time to get on with the lineups. For the North Queensland Cowboys, you have Scott Drinkwater at fullback, rumoured to have signed with the Dargans recently. Braden Burns and Murray Taulagi are your wingers, with Tom Chester and Jackson Purdue in the centres. Jake Clifford and Tom Dearden are your halves, Dearden captaining the side, with Cohen Hess and Jason Taumalolo in the props. Reid Money is your hooker, with Halem Lukey, Thomas McHaley second row. At lock, you have Ruben Cotter, with your bench being Jeremiah Nane, Sonny Luke, Sam McIntyre, Griffin Neem, Matthew Lodge, and Zach Laper. As for the Cronulla Sharkies, William Kennedy lines up at fullback away from home, with Mauen Horotti and Samuel Stonestreet on the wings. Kayo and Siosifa Talakai are the centres. Nico Hines and Braden Trindle the halves. Adam Benua Blake and Toby Rudolph in the props. Blake Brayley is your hooker today, captaining, with Billy Burns and Teague Wilton in the second row. At lock, Jesse Coloquim, with Brighton Nikora, Cameron McInnes, Oregon Kafusi, Thomas Hazelton, Huepa Peru, and Riley Jones rounding out the rest of the bench here today. Your referee is Belinda Sharp. Well, then, never mind. Just realized his bench. Lukey's going to score first. There you go, legends. That is the prediction. Rugby Fella reckons that Halem Lukey is going to go over for first try scorer. 1-12 here. North Queensland Cowboys on top of it all. Not too long now to kick off. Make sure you get those predictions in. Make sure you hit that like button, and make sure you subscribe. We're in for a ripper piece of Friday night Anzac footy. Cowboys kick us off against the Cronulla Sharkies here. Toby Rudolph crashes into the line for a huge opening set here, getting them all the way to the 20 to open up here. Not often you see that. And then short through the middle. Would you look at that? It's the left winger, Mr. Mauen Horotti. Just hooking around here, hook, line, and sinker. And the bunnies are hard to tip. The bunnies are really hard to tip, legend. Crap, it's too late to change my tip, and now I think Cowboys will win. Uh-oh, panic alert. Danger stations here for Rinakama season, guys. He might be in trouble. We'll have to wait and see, though. But Rinakama season not feeling too good about his tip of the Cronulla Sharkies. I tipped the Cowboys. I won't lie about that, legends. I'm not so sure who's going to win this one, but I definitely did tip Cowboys, which wasn't the popular opinion. Most people went with Sharks. I just get a feeling that they're going to bounce back in Townsville, but there's no reason for me to think that, of course. And Jake Clifford, he was lifted awkwardly there, and Sharp is quick to sharply blow a whistle here. Penalty! And thank you very much. Our first donation of the stream. Thank you so much. Rugby Fella Legends. Well done on the win over your rival Sunday. Thank you very much, Rugby Fella. Show some love to him in the chat. We always appreciate it when people drop those donos, however little or small. Thank you very much, man. $3, baby. I'm rich. I can retire now, guys. Forget the stream. Mate, that game versus the Dogs was just unbelievable. If you want to know how hyped I was, you could literally just watch it on the channel, right? I couldn't believe it. Mate, being delusional worked for once. And the North Queensland Cowboys now just past the 40 here, getting over to the 30 now, tippy toes. And I had Cowboys at first, says Rinakama. You had Cowboys at first, and then you changed the Sharks and then went back round. Bro, you can't commit. You can't commit to a tip. Brother. Reed Marnie. Shots on, entering into the red zone here with, Lukey. An excellent tackle on him. The last game we streamed on the channel, Helen Lukey scored the winner in the last moments against the Broncos. What a moment that was. The stream absolutely set off about that one. And in the end, this is an easy kick for the Sharks here. I think I just got to clear my throat a little. Reed Marnie just trying to launch himself into Stone Street. A bit too much in it there. Maybe a little overly ambitious with that tackle. Instead, he just goes down. And Brayley, speaking of going down, I think he's just gone downtown with that. I put him in the cup after that. No Blues jersey for you. Not even a Cronulla blue for you. Complete knock on. He had the pass in his brain, but not the execution. And we have a knock on. And the Sharkies will give away the ball to the Cowboys right on the 20. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, legends. Uh-oh. Cowboys feeding in now. Reed Marnie to the left with Dearden here. Gets it over to Taumalolo. Mate, nobody will forget 2017-18 kind of era Taumalolo. To the right, Scott Drinkwater. He ignores everybody and will fly on over the Cowboys. I didn't think they'd do it straight off the run. Scott Drinkwater makes it 4. And the home side will lead. Dragons, have you spent your 900K well? Assuming that it does end up happening, of course. Plenty of rumours, a couple young emerging fullbacks for the Cowboys, but what a player they will be missing if this is indeed his last year. Scott, the walk, Drinkwater, teaching a life lesson every time he does something in a game. Score or assist. Drinkwater, folks. And he's got the first ball on the board tonight. This is my first time experiencing the Storm 16th, at least. We're not last in my lifetime. Yeah, it's a unique moment for Storm fans, but this is your moment to show how passionate you are. Not giving up on them. Right? It's not like you've had to do it for 40 years. Things looking great on and off the field for Scott Drinkwater. Of course he was going to score with all the talk of him this week. Why wouldn't he have? I don't know. I just don't know why you should trust your gut. This is an example of it. Scotty Drinkwater. And now Clifford from the right edge here to slot this one in for 2. Turn 4 into 6 here. It's like a magic trick. Just needs an ace of spades. 2 of them. And he's flipped the deck correctly. The cards are on his set here. He plays it. And it's a straight out flush. 6-0. The Cowboys at home lead Cronulla 6-0. The 6 and 7 linking up well through the middle here. Find the offload over to the right here. And when Scott Drinkwater breaks through, there was almost nothing that could stop him. The only defender that really had a hope was Will Kennedy. And even then, he could only catch his back in it there. He was eating his dust here. Shout out to the Cowboys. They're our only team tonight wearing an Anzac jersey. Credit to them for that. Such a shame. In my personal opinion, every team in the comp should be wearing an Anzac jersey, but of course that's just my thoughts. Different people can have different opinions on it all. I just personally believe that they should all be wearing one. Now through the middle, Hylam Lukey. I'm going to keep being loyal. Of course, legend. How can the Bulldogs beat the Panthers and then lose to us? Because we're clear. Mate, it's a simple answer. There's a simple answer to this. Clearly, Para's better than the Panthers, and we let them win. Ruben Cotter into Hines here. Talakai puts in a big piece of support there, and they push him back. On fourth tackle here, Reid Marnie is going to go back to his Parramatta days and run it a little here. Talakai desperate to strip that from him. He can't. And it's fifth tackle. 43 metres gained here, just behind the halfway line. And they're going to clear it in the air. 6 world tackles. Dearden. Will Kennedy. Gets up for Cronulla. Falls over. Manages to get back up again, though. And it was tough, that first tackle there. Cronulla. Blake Brayley serves it to Eero here. Eero is not worth 0. In he goes to Lukey. Lukey, man, I felt the badump on him there. Now Will Kennedy just shoving him off. Of course, coming up straight after this, Legends, you've got another legendary stream, the Broncos, and of course the Dogs. Crazy run through the right here. Barotti grabbed by the neck, honestly. Could have been a penalty there against Clifford. They say otherwise, and we carry on here. High kick in the air. Cronulla, plenty of Cowboys on it, and that's a knock on by Talakai. It won't be a try for Billy Burns. Billy Burns crashes on over, but surely not. Surely not. Never a try. You can't be given that, right? You just can't be. Surely not. He starts to accelerate, finding his way into that space here. And the question is on the contact here. I don't think it's whether it's a try. It's the contact. I have PTSD from 365 days ago at approximately 8:30 p.m. I'm back, TJ Sports. You are? Yes, I am back, Mickey. Good to have you here, bro. How you doing? You feeling good, legend? You feeling great? You feeling hyped? You feeling pumped, baby? So they've got to determine if there was a knock-on from Teague Wilton, Legends. So I think it was Cronulla where we had the Robert Toya fingertips decision that nobody liked. The ball travels backwards. Oh, wow. Okay. And then it's knocked on by AFB, I think. Drinkwater collects, then AFB knocks it forward. A big old shove there from Fanua Blake. Definitely goes forward. Yeah. Scott Drinkwater takes possession, knocked on by Fanua Blake. Correct call made by the referee. I'm still 50-50 for that Storm and Rabbits game. I think everyone should be 50-50 with that one. You can't trust the Storm now. You can't trust the Storm at the moment because we're not tipping them based on what they are playing like. We are tipping them based on what we know them for, and that's dangerous with any team. Clearly, the team that is playing right now is not the team of that kind of standard. I don't think it's fair to even tip Storm Rabbits, even though I've tipped the Rabbits. I don't think it's right. Okay, because you just don't know where it's going to come with Storm. You've got a feeling it'll come soon, but it's just about from where, right? Tyler, can the Parramatta Eels beat Manly on Sunday at Brook Oval? 100% they can, Liam. 100% they can. No doubt. They could easily win at Brookie, but it's also Brookie. It's also Brookie, and it's been a long time since I think even Mitchell's won there. And Taumalolo. Bit of a slow start from the Sharks in the opening 10 here. Jason Taumalolo, just a big bopper here. Gets it to Marnie with Clifford now. Clifford just stepping around here. Service well done on the halfway line. 2 tackles left in the set. Tom Dearden. McKaylee in for his good form here. Thomas McKaylee looping around now. Yet to see a set restart so far. Out to Cronulla. Geez, they're playing well here. Tapped along. They keep going, Cronulla. They keep going. AFB gets the ball here. AFB not been his greatest at the Sharks. Well, he hasn't been the greatest this season, most definitely. I think he had a good first season at Cronulla. But yeah, he hasn't had his best year. I think it's been quite an average year from him. But even by Payne Haas's standards, it's just been okay from him too. Like, I feel like the best props in the game are just having okay years at the moment. You wait and see, though. When they're at their peak fitness, who knows what those players are capable of. Fosball first, Kayo. Yes, rugby fella. Fosball, bro. The nerves are real. It's really 50-50. Colloquid fends off Jake Clifford and keeps going. Held on the 20. It's only second tackle for Cronulla here. Flying forward, Rudolph. Look, he had to regather there after messing it up. Inside the 10. Brayley for Hines. Travels, Talakai, and COC for Talakai is over for Cronulla. Slot him into the team as the starting center. He does the job there, the big bopper. There you go. Absolutely brilliant there for this side here, Cronulla Sharks. And it's 6-4 with a kick to come. My man, how you doing? I'm doing well, legend. All things considered, doing really well. 6-4 at the moment, bro. How you doing? Dolphins, of course, play tomorrow, right? Against the Warriors. Yep, can't wait for that one. Going to be a good stream, a good old stream here. That's right. It's Super Saturday tomorrow, legends, and you're in for an incredible one. Dragons Roosters opens up at 4 o'clock with 6:05 p.m. The middle game being Warriors versus Dolphins, and ending it all with Storm versus Buddies at 8:10. How good is that? Bulldogs may not have an Anzac jersey again, but they've had the three. My voice. Bulldogs may not have an Anzac jersey again, but they've had the best Indigenous jersey for the past 3 years. Dang right they have, mate. Dang right they have. Who do you think will win? I think that I thought the Cowboys would win, man. I tipped the Cowboys. Who do you think? New Zealand. Yeah, in New Zealand, man. Nervous. Super Saturday. Love saying that. We all love saying that, legend. I'm tipping dogs, Mickey. I'm tipping the doggies. I think Broncos should win, but the doggies, man, you watch. They're going to lose. This is how rugby league works this season. I'm telling you right now, they are going to beat the Broncos. They are going to beat the Broncos after losing to Parramatta. I guarantee you, Stephen Crichton return. Watch it happen. Watch this space. We've got that next up on the channel. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it. Ring. Who's there? It's TJC. I'm calling it. Cowboys. Big hit to the right. So now it's Rudolph. As good of a start to a game as anyone could have. 6-all at the moment. Powerful stuff. What a win by Tigers, 33-14. Indeed. Shout out to them. What's the chair's called? Oh, the chair's going with the Broncos, but I don't care about the chair. I don't care about the chair, Jenny Could. Hey. Shut up, you. All right. Over to Fanua Blake here through the middle. With Talakai. Talakai takes it. Talakai, here we go down. Sprinting through the middle. It's Fanua Blake to Nico Hines. Back to Will Kennedy. Will Kennedy stepping around now. He wants the try. He gets it to Billy Burns. They're looking for it. Talakai here. He's got a double. COC for Talakai. And we're not even 20 minutes in. He's got 2. It's 10-6 now. Cronulla Sharks. It was a brilliant run there from Blake Brayley, and it's Talakai who gets the put down. Blake Brayley generating speed there. Sonic the Hedgehog-esque, bro. Got to go fast. His legs were going in a circle there. Gets it off to Baltimore here, Mr. Will Kennedy. And once Will Kennedy gets it to Billy Burns decides to turn into a prime Benji Marshall-style half, creating a beautiful opportunity on that right edge where none other than Talakai collects. Could he have passed it? Maybe. But in the end, he was always needing to get that try. He didn't want to slow it down there. The big bopper was always going to crash on through. And it's 10-6 now with a kick to come. Scotty Drinkwater's try has been left in the dust by the Cronulla Sharkies. Yes, that tackle on Dwayne was by Weeks by the Hunt try was incredible. Oh, bro, that game was brilliant. I was watching it at the Paraleagues Club. Wow. That game is such an entertaining spectacle while enjoying food at the best leagues club in the NRL. Won't be forgetting that Tigers game in a hurry versus the Raiders, eh? I haven't gone 8 out of 8 since 24, says Redakama. You didn't go 8 out of 8 in 25? Jeez, mate. I think that shows you how back and forth rugby league has been since last year, right? It's been one of the most competitive games it's ever been the last 2 years. Nico hides, and it's 12-6. What a kick. The former Melbourne Storm fullback, Cronulla Sharks halfback, Nicholas Hydes, with a kick as long and accurate as his hair. And they just keep getting it again here. Honestly, I wouldn't even be shocked at this rate when a Talakai gets a hat trick. He's just going around all the angles, isn't he? He's marking all the papers at the moment here. They've given him a checklist, and he's already got 2 out of the 3 things done. They estimated it would take him at least over an hour. Absolutely incredible, and we play on here. I remember which week it was. It was when Storm beat Panthers, but not the 8-0 game. It was another one. It was the other one in that Redakama, was it? I haven't got 8 out of 8 until I leave 3 years ago. Rugby fella, man. That's why TJC's got to get back on his tipping to show you how it's done. He's planning to try and get back to it this week. He's tried to get back to it a few weeks, but just like they keep putting Parrot on Sunday, and it's too short of a turnaround half the time. Stop putting us on Sunday. I need my prediction video numbers. My streaming numbers are legendary, but I need the bigger legendary moment. And the Cronulla Sharks with an instant error here. They let it go begging. Cowboys on the 10-meter line. Goodness me. Jason Taumalolo. On he goes. Riding along here. Rider. No try from Drinkwater in this play, I don't believe. Dearden. Drinkwater. My big mouth. Murray Talangi's over for the Cowboys. And it was Brew Drinkwater. Speak of the devil. He is not on anyone's level. He's a level above. He's looking at us from the clouds with plays like that. I'm surprised that a hand hasn't come from the sky and picked him up. Just look at this. Identical Clifford to Dearden to Drinkwater, and Murray Talangi on that left edge with an easy try here to slot on through. And Murray Talangi surely has our Anzac Day equalizer. Perfectly timed execution, perfectly weighted pass, and perfectly set up. And at the rate this game's going, you might need 50 to win it. Yeah, no Sunday game next week, rugby fella, which is a relief. Thank God. I'm so sick of Sunday games. I'm relieved we have a Saturday game. All right, it's going to be so good, actually. Like, legit. Thank you so much that I don't have to go on a Sunday. A Saturday is way better for a TJC, trust. Way better for a TJC. Bulldogs play Thursday and Friday till round 13. Redakama, man. Do you want to trade? Thursday, Fridays would work way better for me with what I do. They'd work way better for me. I would love to trade with you, please. Please. As frustrating as it is to have the same things in a row, it would give me a lot more time to edit the vlogs. Big kick, and it's out. No equalizer. It's just 10-12 here. Murray Talagi shaking his head there. He cannot believe it. Their own worst enemy at the moment. He's shaking his head, legends. He's shaking his head. He can't believe it. He doesn't believe it. Off the kickoff, all the momentum with Cronulla here. Wow. Just wow. At least we played our only Sunday game of the year. Your only Sunday game. Lucky. Lucky you. Lucky you. Over to the middle now. And oh, big tackle there. Strong from Toby Rudolph. And we've got another penalty here. It's his error that led to the Cowboys try before. Toby Rudolph. And Rudolph really stealing himself here with that one there. Getting those boys up to halfway here. Can you believe that, legends? I've just heard a stat here. Only a total of 6 tackles when teams have been in the 20 in this game. That means that in under 2 to 3 plays every single time, we're getting a try from either team when they're inside the 20. Utterly insane. Tom Dearden. And oh, he didn't make the 20, unfortunately. So they weren't scoring. Lukey now rushing in here. It's Sam Stone Street round to the middle. Still be at the game. You'll be at the game for Storm vs Dolphins. Good on you, legend. Wish you luck. Our first Sunday game is against the Tigers in 2 weeks. Good luck, rugby fella. I've had too many Sunday games. Hiroti. Past the halfway. 3 errors now in this game. Cronulla, Trindle gets it back around here, sizing them up here. Colhoun stumbles into the defense here. Runs by to the right now. A bit of bump in it here. A bit of clash. A bit of thump. Trindle with the pass here. Nico Hines far to the left here. Stone Street tries to sidestep them. Stone Street can't find it. A very tiny one-on-one hit. Friday 6 p.m. is the worst time slot. If you have a regular job, yes, absolutely, it's the worst time slot. If you've got a job if you've got the kind of work times I have, it's brilliant. But yeah, no, it's the worst time slot for the average viewer, and they probably should change it. It's breakneck speed at the moment here. Dearden squeezes over the left side here, gets over to just about the 40 here with Thomas McKaylee. Offloads, runs off to Reed Marty, to Lukey, now out with it here, and it's Chester on the ball here. Shout out to us, legends, 5,555 subscribers. This might be the only time I can say that we're on 555, 5555, baby. 5555, baby. I think it's good for the kids. Oh, it's great for the kids. It's great for the kids. It's just not great for the people who have to work really long hours, and I get that. You know, I understand both sides to the argument. Tyler, can't wait for the Anzac Day game tomorrow between the Dragons and the Roosters. Oh, that's always a classic, legend. Hype for it. And look who we have, legends, waiting on the bench to come on here. It's none other than our boy Jeremiah Nene. Blake Brayley to Kennedy on second tackle there. 20 minutes gone by in this game so far. I repeat, 20 minutes here as we find Brayley with Nico Hines here. It's a long one to Hiroti here. Hiroti just fending them off. He's stepping around. He crashes through the middle now. Hiroti. Brayley. Hides Benua Blake. He has the angle, pushing them off here. Talakai and Hiroti knocks it on here. Goodness me, Moen. And not a knock on! What? On what planet is that not a knock on? Are your eyes glued to the bands? Scott Drinkwater ends up with the ball here, but on what planet is that not a knock on? Not going to complain we missed Qatar. Oh, no, you missed Qatar, absolutely. Absolutely, you miss Qatar, but, you know, he's not the only player you've lost. You've lost a decent number. The Storm are one of the most impacted teams, and unlike previous years, you just haven't been able to replace them to the level that you'd like to, right? Braden Burns. Great offload to Scott Drinkwater. Dearden. I think Dearden's just going to keep going, isn't he? Can he give it to anyone here? Dearden. Oh! Here he comes in with Wilton. Avo could be playing 5'8" for the Finns throw. Avarillo. Is that genuinely true, Jenny Kid? That would be big. That'd be a big call from them if they did that. Reed Marty with a big kick here and just it'll go out of play after a few bounces in. Lucky days for him. He's getting passionate with the players. He's telling them to lock in, get it in their heads, get through themselves. Had to jump around Wilton there. Reports say he's been training there. He's been training at 5'8". Let's see. I mean, he's certainly got the pace on him, Jake Avarillo, for something. He's got defense. I'm very interested to see if he could do it. It's not like there's anything about him that says he couldn't. I mean, no more than what was said about Dearden, but he's just such a good center that I'm interested to see. Will they be able to do something with that? I mean, it would give Trey a chance to come into the team legit, wouldn't it? Because then you move Hammer to a center, put Trey at fullback. I think it's a waste of Hammer's abilities, but it allows you to have all your best players on the field, and isn't that what you want as a team? And Colquhoun gets here, over to the halfway now. Damn it now, why am I always the one that's late? I don't know, Gus. You tell me, bro. I don't know, man. You're always late. We've got to start adding we've got to start adding discipline things for this, all right? We got to say, for every minute he's late, he waits 10. Pretty sure he was 5'8" when they beat the Broncos. When they beat the Broncos. Honestly, I don't remember where players played in that game. Probably. Dearden now. A bit of fatigue starting to set in here. McKaylee. It's only 10-12 at the moment here. It was a huge start from both sides. Reed Marty. This is certainly an advantage from the half here. And he's lost that ball, Reed. They've ignored it. Nobody's seen it. Nobody's seen that Reed lost it. Very lucky days there for Reed Marty because he clearly lost it. He lost that ball. That's a missed knock on. Cronulla are unlucky in that. Luckily for them, they have that 2-point lead. I think it was justice because the world knew that would happen. Cronulla through the middle. And with the Broncos beating the Tigers, it was like the baby Broncos revisited. Absolutely, mate. Da-da-da-da-da. Mate, hey. That was such an epic stream, by the way. I can't get over how fun that was, the Broncos and the Tigers, man. It's such a good fixture that. Who would have thought Tigers-Broncos would be one of the marquee games? But it was, and it was deserving of it. Had one of our best times with us here. Speaking of best times, Cowboys-Broncos as well. Maybe it's just the Broncos streams that turn out really well. Tigers fans, you can prove me wrong when we stream your next game. Now to the right here, you can see Burns here. Crashing past the right. It is Braden Burns held on the 40 here. Now Chester beats one, beats another. Cowboys inside here. Only took 3 tackles. Griffin Neeb. Now to Clifford. And now the ball movement. And Will Kennedy gets it here. He's lit up there. And Will Kennedy to Nicholas Hines. With Hiroti through the middle here. Thought so. Cheers for the confirmation. Played a little bit of 5'8" against the Broncos. That's all good. Yeah, I'm not saying he couldn't play it. There's nothing about his game that says he couldn't play it, in my opinion. But it gets past the halfway line. They just can't take a break at the moment, can they? Hazelton, in some real discomfort at the moment here. For Noah Blake, he's thinking of an offload here, but he'll say no. Held, release him. Brayley, is he going to run it again? Trindle kicks low here. It's to the far wing. It doesn't bounce perfectly for Stone Street. And it's going to be a 20-metre tap, a 7-tackle set here. Cronulla have to get their big D on here. They've got to freshen it up and make sure they're as hard as can be. JC's reaction to the team list and Cade Reed at halfback. Shake my head. Oh, absolutely, mate. Shake your hand, brother. Shake your hand. You've made the right calls, Dean Young. You've made the right calls. You've made the calls the fans have wanted for ages, bro. No. If there's an ex-Bulldogs player currently in the NRL that I would want to come back, it would be Averillo. Oh, yeah, he's such a good player. Through the middle, it's reminiscent of his try against the Broncos, maybe. He's going through the ball, past the 20, past the 10. He's looping, he's held on the 20. Look at this tackle. To the right here, Drinkwater with Chester. Chester now loops round here. 6 again inside the 10 metres. Full set for the Cowboys. Scott Drinkwater. Forward takes on Hazelton. Dearden dummies here around and Dearden takes the tackle. Wilton along with Brayley here. Reed with the short pass now. And Matt Lodge, the front man, couldn't get through. Reed is going to crash through. He can't score. We always say games could go to Golden Point, legend. I'm not going to say anything yet, but it's certainly shaping up to be a super close game. Clifford, Taulagi, he flies through. They were never going to stop him. He's got number 2 tonight. And unless a frame-by-frame play can stop him, it's 14-12 to the Cowboys. And I think it's only fitting that on Anzac Day, on Anzac round, on this day, the only team wearing an Anzac jersey gets the win for Anzac round, legends. Cowboys at the moment in the lead. Murray Taulagi, there was no space for him to shake through. It was prime Roger Tuivasa-Sheck-esque. Bro, we glitched through the matrix to score that one. He grows the bunny here. Somebody needs to tell him he's not at Redfern. And once Hines came in, Clifford puts off an amazing pass there, and Murray Taulagi just does a drop, tuck, and roll there. Oh yeah, he's still at Finns. He's at Finns for as long as he can be at the Finns. He loves the Finns, man. He wasn't from my sights, he wasn't very happy towards the end of the Dogs' time period, so good on him. Thoughts on Osako? Oh, he's a massive loss for the Dolphins. But, also, even if he's a massive loss, that doesn't change what... I still think the Dolphins are a solid team without him. I think he's a huge loss, but if they can handle it correctly, they shouldn't have to stress too bad. What they'll miss is his goal kicking. Jake Clifford... not too different to his try that he missed earlier in the game. But this is the easiest shot of the night for him, and he's got it. Through it goes. 16-12 now, legends. There we have it. Celebrations, good times. Come on. We've got plenty of young wingers. Exactly. You do have plenty of young wingers. Jenny Kidd, exactly right. Plenty of young wingers. You shouldn't be stressing too much, assuming that you've developed them right to handle the position. It's the goal kicking that's going to be the real issue for you. And they were even cocked high during the play as well. So of course, mate, they were going to go over. Murray Taulagi double, baby. And they just keep on going. Cronulla Sharks now. 16-12 behind. And Lodge, that is his first tackle. Down he goes on the 10. Back to Lukey here. Pretty even at the moment, these two teams. It seems a bit of back and forth possession is the way that this game's going to go here. Walls built up high between the barricades. Held on the 30. Reed Marty with a very early kick from the 30-metre line. It's going, and Will Kennedy just positioned right to neatly catch that. But I love the idea. Reed Marty trying a bit of what he did at the Parramatta Eels. Suffocating the Cronulla middleman there. And Sharkies with the outside backs happy to go to the 30 here on second tackle now. So much pressure. Avo and Katoa can goal kick. 100% they can goal kick, Jenny Kid. I'm not saying they can't goal kick. I'm just saying that Asako's the best goal kicker, so he will no doubt be this. But you're definitely right. Brayley to Hazelton. On to halfway. And Drinkwater, can he get it right this time? To the 10-metre. Little dummy briefly here. Scott Drinkwater. On 15 here. And it's Braden Burns. Out he goes. Just stepping around Murray Taulagi. Background left here. The Cowboys, they just keep on pushing, don't they? Luring back in field, Murray Taulagi. Mate, he's had such a good game so far. Reed Marty to Lodge. And ooh, the pass. Lodge decides to keep it here. Plenty of time for Dearden to do something here. Big kick. Not put off at all here. True, you guys got Young Tavita and Bostock. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, rugby fella. It's not like they have nobody to go to. Let's not pretend that, right? Let's not pretend there ain't nobody. Cronulla to Oregon Kafusi. And Kafusi just with a little one through the middle here, just behind the 40 of his own end. And it's going to end up in the hands of the Cronulla Sharkies. Number 17, Thomas Hazelton. 7.5 minutes still to go in the first half here. A big play on fifth tackle here. Just going to clear it in the air over to the 20 now with Taulagi. And Murray Taulagi with a twist and turn there. Clifford. A few little runs here, a little push there, push back there from Burns. Burns finds the offload to Thomas Chester now. And look at Chester retreating. Chester now on the right edge. He goes. He goes. He's taking the ball on. He's trying to fend off Will Kennedy. He wants the try. Will Kennedy will save the day. But now the Cowboys have pressure on Cronulla on the 20. It's Purdue. Purdue to Drinkwater. Drinkwater to Dearden. Dearden takes it back here, and on the line here, he's going to take the tackle. Halfway through the set now, they're on the 30 of Sharks' end. Ruben spots O'Connor. He spot to spot through past the 20 now, just setting up for the backline players. Marty now. They're trying to weaken that left defense, I think. Reed Marty. The tackle. No, they're going to go right. They're throwing them off here. Dearden across now. That's off Cronulla. That's cleanly a knock-on no matter how you view it. Dearden play on, I say. Pushed up back through the couple, they do. Clifford. He's going to keep going, Jake Clifford. That muddy ball here, Cowboys. Reed Marty! Reed Marty scores for the Cowboys, and he's got his first try for them, surely. Little Reed. He started as a tiny eel before becoming a bull fraud and then going over to the Cowboys. This is his 8th match and his first try, baby. Reed Marty. And Eels and Dogs fans, will either be groaning or celebrating this one, depending on where you sit with him. Reed Marty, ladies and gents, with a brilliant try. And the Cowboys will say, money well spent, as it becomes 20-12 here with a kick to come. And that is Reed who has scored, not to be confused with the Reed that plays his first game for the Dragons tomorrow, legends. Don't forget him, Cade Reed. Remember the name. He's going to be an interesting figure to watch when he takes on the Roosters tomorrow in the first game of Super Saturday. The fact that Reed was allowed to reach out like that, though, that was telling. And now the Cowboys, they've scored 22 points in a second, I think, on Cronulla. 22 points. I want you to think about that. There's still 4.5 minutes to go. Well, 4 minutes, 44 seconds to go. It's 4-4-4 full on, legends. And I'm genuinely concerned that if Cronulla aren't too careful, somebody's going to be scoring 50 as the winner, even if the game is close here. And the Cowboys have got it. 22 now. A 10-point lead here. It's nothing in this game, but it's also danger signs. Bostock is on the interchange in Queensland Cup tomorrow. I'm so happy. Mate, let's go, bro. I love a bit of Bostock when he's in the side. Great winger. He'd be a good fill-in, wouldn't he, for years? With Moses, I did see Moses get the ball to the ref. How nice to just keep an eye out for his refreshing refs. Exactly. He's just keeping out for the refs, legends. Looking out for him. He looked puffed. Moses was just being a good bloke. Pretty obvious, right? So, we carry on here. 22-12. Been missing him dearly. Bostock, bro. Get him in the side again. Probably in Cobbo's spot. No offense to Cobbo, if I had to choose. Past the 20. Over to Lukey now. The Cowboys just keep on going. Evenly shared at the moment here between them. And now Nene. Hits in there by Hines here. Not happy at all. Neem. And this is what Cronulla were doing early in the game, just easing it up here. So far, Talakai the only one to do it. Drinkwater runs it. Lots of chases. There's 3 chases here. Will Kennedy under so much pressure. Did he bobble that? He held it. Thank goodness for them. I was worried there was a bobble. Need some time in Queensland Cup, Cobbo. I do unfortunately feel that way too. I do think he needs some time in the Cup. Not because Cobbo's not a quality player, but because I don't know if he's living up to the best he can at the moment for the Dolphins. We know, I feel like we know he can be better. I still can't get over watching him stand there and watch Campbell Graham catch a ball and go in to score. He just went, who? What's that? Try? What's a try? With Campbell, bro. And worst part is I don't think Graham scored since. Oh, Cronulla. Oh, Cronulla. Talakai, their only try scorer. He knocks the ball on, and Clippett's now going to feed in a scrum for Cowboys. He can be great, but hasn't been since 23. Exactly, Jenny Kim. He needs some time in the Cup to get back to his ways, I feel. And it can be the best thing for players. And it doesn't have to be a disrespect thing. It just can be a supportive thing, right? That they need some time. Look at Tamale. Week out, comes straight back into Raiders, right? Just needed some time to work on his whatever was going on with his game. Lodge. Matthew Lodge on the last here. Gets around to Marty. Second tackle here. Dearden. Finds Scott Drinkwater here. Short to Chester. Will Chester find the pass? Chester won't find the pass. Down goes Chester now. Back round here. Shots over. Did Burns score it? Brayden Burns is confidence. And the refs called it! The refs actually called it! 26-12! I need a review! I need justice served! There is no way he grounded that! Want to see some Greek Madonnas? What? What? I need a review. You can't seriously tell me that this bro has just defied the laws of physics when I've been looking away for a second. There is absolutely no way. The Drinkwater, it was quick to the right here. He's got it. He does. He's got it. And the Sharks did nothing wrong in defense. He was just that good. And that's the stuff that you can't ask for anything better from a winger or anything better from a defending winger or center. Braden Burns, and he's really found himself at the Cowboys, hasn't he? 26-12 with a kick to come. The nerves are setting in, I'm sure, for Cronulla. You just can't go wrong, can you? And both Cowboys wingers combined for 3 tries. And waiting on the kick here to make it 28. They'd be on 30 had they gotten that one kick they missed. Absolutely insane. Apparently, he's close to signing with the Dragons. Is that Selwyn Cobbo legend? Because that's a big move for him if he goes to the Dragons. Hey, my favorite legend. Hey, Mel. Good to have ya. Oh my God, let's go, legends. The stream's good. All right, I don't need to retire anymore. We got Mel in the chat. All right, she can retire for me. I'm sorry I'm late. Had hospital appointments. Absolutely fine, Mel. Don't worry. Believe it or not, even though I'm a young guy, I completely get it. That stuff's important. Very important, actually. Good on you. All right, up the Eels, baby. Sunday, what a day that was. I can't wait to be heading to Brookie to take over because we're taking over one team at a time. We're taking over one team at a time. Next up on our list, Manly. You are going down, Fosball. As much as I like foreign, down with Fosball, baby. Laura needs to be in cup, put Clark at 13. Fair enough, rugby fella. I agree that Loiero's not doing his job at the moment, but you also have to take a look at your own team and not blame it on one player, right? Pahulu should be on the bench. I'm not one to question Bellamy, but Pahulu should be on the bench and Loiero should be in Queensland Cup for a week or two. But it's up to Bellamy. Bellamy sees the most. He's the one that's gotten you all this stuff in history. He's the reason the Storm are relevant. I'd be a bit more... I'd wait... It sounds stupid, but I'd probably wait till round 10 before anything. But here we go. First tackle, and that'll wrap us up for the half, legends. In the first half, we're going to finish it with the Cowboys 26, the Cronulla Sharks 12. And now it's time for the TJC Sports Halftime Show with your host, TJC Sports. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The chill points in the 3. Oh, yeah, that's right. New South Wales Cup too. Yeah, bro. It's New South Wales Cup, boy. But the chill point in this stream, right, where we get to enjoy ourselves, chat amongst ourselves, ironically, again, talk about the game, talk about rugby league. Feel free to say what you want. You know, like we love different opinions on the channel as long as they're respectful. And we love having a blast with it. I'm happy, bro. I'm getting all my 80 times correct. The only player that I predicted to score that hasn't scored is Aero, but we can wait and see on that one, right? Like, I am just on fire at the moment. Whoop, 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 whoop. And this is only our first stream of 2 today, legends, because we've got the wonderful, spectacular Broncos versus the Doggies after this one as well. What a stream that should be. Fingers crossed we're in for a big one there. Mel in the chat says, I loved your vlog, legend. It's amazing what a win does. Looking forward to tomorrow. Oh, thank you so much, Mel. I tried my best not to be too mean. Voice crack. Not to be too mean to the Dogs, but, you know, big rivals. You had to celebrate hard after that win, right? And just, that was a great game and a great time to be a part of. You know, I enjoyed vlogging that one so well. And I can't wait. I think Rookie's going to be good too. Win or lose. Going to be a fun time. Like the stream, legends. Like the stream. I agree with Jason Reed. I like the stream, legends. Of course, we should take the time to just say, of course, this is a very special round, folks. Anzac round. Every year we go through this, it never gets less emotional, lest we forget. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I can't wait for tomorrow either, Mel, and I'm going to do my best to stream all three, so hopefully we're going to be able to enjoy that game together, eh? Let's go. Wait, hang on, no, a sec. You're going to be at the game. Well, one of the days after, when you're done from celebrating so hard about winning 60 plus, you can drop a comment and talk about how amazing that game was for you, and we can all go, wow, let's go. Mel won them the game. And just live in our little delusion like I did with the Bulldogs game. Because, let's face it, I might as well bet on the Field Dogs were so bad. Let's go, Para. I had to correct myself halfway through saying what I was saying because I remembered what you said. Up the Roosters tomorrow, says Jason Reader. Yep, Dargans and the Roosters, baby. 100% we're streaming that. We're never missing Dargans and the Roosters, baby. It's the Dargans and the Roosters, of course. Right? Like, come on. That's like a must stream. It's a must. It's like, what do you do? It's like having a sandwich without bread. That ain't a sandwich. You've just put a bunch of random toppings together. That ain't nothing. You've made a nothing. You haven't made a sandwich. You've made a nothing. What are you, you crazy person? You psycho. That's what you are. You are not. Do not talk to me if you have a sandwich without bread. Angus says, up the buddies. Let's see if we can get our first win in Melbourne. We'll see, Angus. I hope you do. Man. All right. No offense to the Melbourne fans watching. Best of luck to you. But I do kind of hope Souths win as a Para fan. That's the rivalry speaking. Who did we tip for these two games? I tipped the Cowboys, surprisingly, and look how it's going. And the Bulldogs. That's right. I'm sorry to say this, but as much as I hate the Doggies because of the rivalry, don't worry, Dogs fans. I know you feel the same about Para, so it's not me. And there's reason to it. I tipped the Dogs because of how rugby league works. All right. Both these games today have been tipped on gut feelings, not based on form. Gut feelings. And it's worked out for me so far. I tipped the Tigers last night, and look what happened. I tipped Cowboys, and they're doing this. Doggies are officially winning next game. I went Cows and Bronx, says Mel. Cows and Bronx. It's okay, Mel. It's okay. We forgive you. We forgive you. Of course, the Bronx should get up for it. It's just a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling I have that this game, this round, all right, today, Cowboys and Dogs are going to be, you're either going to get ruined by one of them. I'm not going to get ruined by either because I'm going to tip both. But there are people that are going to go, why Cowboys have to win? Why did Dogs have to win? Guarantee you, once this round is over, people are going to say these two games are the games that ruined their tipping round, all right? You can bloody clip it and call this guy an idiot. This was not the day. I do not care. It's the truth. I'm calling it right now for you. As Mel said, fair call, because it is a fair call. I am spitting facts right now. Facts. Facts while my hair gets in my face. Facts, baby. If there's a time to do it, it's now, says Gus. Exactly, Angus. If there's a time where you are going to get the job done, this is the one. This is the moment for you. This is where you lift up and put your little dart in between the target. Cowboys and Dogs, says Rugby Fella, for the win. I never tip Bronx, so I just thought I would tip for a laugh. Well, you're probably going to be laughing at me when the Dogs lose 50 plus, but we'll have to wait and see. It is kind of funny seeing you tip Bronx because I know enough about you, Mel, to know that that's just not how you do things usually. I know it must have felt dirty doing it, but good on you. Genuinely, I mean, I would never have been brave enough to do such a thing. TJC just ain't got that much in him, all right? I wish I did, genuinely, but I just don't have that kind of strength here. Course legends, as we enter halftime here, The score being 26-12. The Cowboys just simply that bit better than the Sharkies. Shout out to Sifo Talakai, the only try scorer in the game today, of course, legends, for the Sharkies. Scored a double in the right quarter. There were some good tries too. That second try from Cronulla, where they caught off the Cowboys defense, Braden Burns turning into a prime Benji Marshall, a Jonathan Thurston, huge hook around there. Cameron Smith would have been proud the way he sets up his team back when he played, and crashing on through there on that right edge. The second try was by far one of the tries of the game, but the try of the game was the Braden Burns try. Oh my God, far through the right. I didn't genuinely think they'd do it. I had a strange feeling they might score another try, but I didn't think they would be Braden Burns, and there you go. Both wingers, legends, combining for 3 tries apiece. Angus in the chat says Chelsea nil, Manchester United 1. Mateus Cunha surfing in the capital. Mate, Mateus Cunha is our boy. Our brother from another mother. He's dominating it at the moment here. Oh my God, only 43% possession to the Sharkies. Really? 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 Only 43%? Goodness me. Isn't Drinkwater playing well lately? You know why he's playing well? He's playing well because he knows he has to go to the Dragons and he wants to let all of his talent go before he goes there, because we all know you can't have talent at the Dragons as they'll suck it dry. So he needs to give it out to the Cowboys before he goes to the Dragons and ends up looking like a 50-year-old Clint Gutherson on one leg. Until then, though, he'll look like peak bloody Billy Slater for the Cowboys. Rugby Fella says, my best card in Rugby League 26 Pro Team is a 96 Diamond Angus Crichton. Really, Rugby Fella? That's awesome. I'm pretty sure I've got a diamond of a couple players in my team. Probably spent a bit too much on it back when the game was at its peak. I don't play it as much now, only occasionally when I have the storage on my PlayStation to download it. Believe it or not, I was once a doggy supporter. I'm talking centuries ago now. Centuries ago, just when TJC was a wee thought in the mind. Just a wee thought in the mind. Kicking and breathing. That's all he could do. Arvo and Fuller rejected Dargans. Exactly. Because they're smart. They're smart boys, all right? They've got brains on them. That's why they did it. They didn't want to jump into that cluster show. You know, instead of joining a circus, they wanted to join a promising party. 80s. Long time ago, Mel. Oh, so when you were a Dogs fan, would have been around Para's glory days. That's a while. Yeah, that is a while ago, isn't it? Parramatta's glory days, and that's like a lifetime ago now. A time I never knew. Oh my God. Still, I stand by the fact when people say, yeah, look, it is a 40-year-old drought for the club, but it's only a 20-year drought for me. That's how I see it. Yes, the 40 years sucks, but, you know, if you're so bothered about it and you're support of them, then why are you doing it? For me personally, yes, I'm bothered about it. Yes, I want to win, but, like, I don't let it impact how I feel about the place, how I feel, how much I love the club. You know, that it's just not being petty, I guess. And also, we're having a good halftime show so far. 25 votes on the poll. 52% of you are going for the Cowboys to win this one. Yeehaw. With 44% of you going with the Cronulla Sharkies, and 4% are in for the draw. Mate, you're in for nobody should win. I don't like either of these losers. Get them out of here. I want the draw. Make it happen. Make it happen, boys. Why aren't you making it happen, you fools, you muppets? Did you live around Bankstown around that time, Mels? You live around the Doggies area? Jennykins says Herd Fuller wants to stay at Feds, and even if it's Queensland cut, rejected a $1.7 million deal from Super League too. Yeah, no, he wants to stick around for it. He wants to be loyal. He is a real one, Jetty Kid. Do not kick him out. He's a real player for years. Like, the loyalty he demonstrates, you just don't see. No, I moved to Oz in 97. You moved to Oz in 97. Gotcha. So you were around with the Dogs. So you were. So if you moved to Oz in 1997, then yeah, you were there for the period of the Dogs
versus Para big rivalry. The real reason it's such a big rivalry today, only because of Halligan and El Masri, mate. That's fair enough, to be honest. Halligan and El Masri, what players they were. Bro, El Masri, bro, he could have had a great soccer football career, but no. He wanted to put that swing into his goal kicking. El Masri legends, the ultimate point scorer. We need him playing, says Jenny Ken. Dang right you do. You need a player that's that loyal to you and that dedicated to you. Came back in 2010. Went back and forth between the two. They should take 12 at Obsidian Ice. It's so rare to get. They should make 12 at Obsidian Eye. They should make 12. Mate, they should get 12 everything that he desires. Alex 12, the greatest player ever. All right, he's chasing up those leaderboards, legends. He's chasing up those leaderboards, Alex 12. What's 1 second? Just to put into perspective how close Alex 12 is to all-time try scorers, right? You look up all-time NRL try scorers, eh? All right. What's the all-time try scorer Alex Johnston got as his big? Let's take a look at Johnston's wiki. Let's see. 249 games. He plays his 250th tomorrow, by the way. 217 tries. Okay. 217 tries. Gotcha. Alex 12. Let's see how many he's got. If you search up Alex 12, you guys can join me while I do this here. 29 years old. He has a whopping 2 tries. That's right. He's got a whopping 2. He's on his way. AJ's not going to exist for much longer. It's going to be AT soon enough. You just wait and see. It's coming to all of you, all right? It's going to happen. I better see some of you hyping it up when it happens, when he breaks that record. Anyways, legends, here we go. Second half between the Cowboys. He was great to watch. Of course he was. He was a legend. Anybody remember a player called Terry Lamb? I remember when he walked up to me once. I was like, I'm Terry Lamb. You want a photo? It's like, who the... It's like there were people genuinely not knowing who Terry Lamb was. It's like, bro, that's the GOAT, man. That's the GOAT, man. Give me a photo, bro. All right, legends, here we go. Second half. Let's make it happen. Bowen was my favorite back then. Old Bowen. Nice stuff, bro. Kicking off, here we go. Here, second half, Cronulla Sharks and Cowboys. And it's Neem here with a bit of theme going into the 10-meter line now. Finding Highland Lukey now. Shout out to the Cowboys, by the way, for their Anzac jersey, the third iteration of their collaboration with the Australian Army's 3rd Brigade. With this year's edition, they pay tribute to the combined arms force of and each of the Australian Army brigades based in the region. Reuben Cotter, round the middle. Looks like he's getting a lot more game time today than he has been getting. Scott Drinkwater and oh my God, they're going to call it. They're going to call it forward. I thought it was live ball, but they're going to call it forward. They're going to call it forward. Can we just, in the words of get on with it? We're on with it, legend. It's the second half now, brother. Our fave cow supporter no show tonight. Will 1 might have to get demoted to Will 2. Might just have to, Mel. I don't know if we have a choice anymore, do we? CSC Metallica on the right. I think we have to do it. All right, legends, it's official. Has to happen. We might have to demote Will. It's unfortunate, but I don't think we have a choice in this. He's not showing up. I think we should give him until the game's over, but we might have to do it. I love the Cowboys jersey too, as well. It's a great jersey. 6 again here. Will Kennedy runs in with the idea that it's 6 again. Thank God he's not 2019 Canberra Raiders where they get screwed by the Roosters and the ref. And Hazelton. Brayley. Trindle around here. A twister in the tackle there. 3 tackles gone. Not much thrown at the Cowboys here. Hazelton. Fans storm the field of 12. Breaks the try-scoring record. Absolutely, because he will. Oh, bro, he's only hundreds away. Trindle, Nico Hyde's a flat foot here. Surrounded by jerseys here. Nakora is going to get forced out of play. He reckons that he was held. At no point was he called held, though. He was appealing for it, but nothing will come of it. Because that cow's number 9's a little... Oh, he is. He is, but he's their little cough now. He's their little cough. He was our little cough once. Then he was the Dogs, and now he's the Cowboys'. He'll always be a little cough wherever he plays. But he was full of himself. Oh, yeah, but he was an exceptional player, Mel's. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of exceptional players that end up being full of themselves. You can't... It's kind of hard sometimes, but it's just the truth. There's also ones that aren't, but there's also a ton that are. Read Marty through the middle. I can never speak too ill of my boy Billy Slater, though. I mean, Queensland goat, bro. No, Cameron Smith. That trio was wow. Past the 30 now, Brayley. Little more movement here. Trindle finds the pass off. Hazelton on the 20 now. Yeah, a Queensland great. Exactly. Break Brayley. 6 again here. Flies away. Holds on here. They keep on going. Yeah, he was a Queensland great. And the Burns. Sharks currently filling a missing persons report in their defense. Don't worry. I'll sign and seal it here. Sharks. It's 6 again. Kafusi offloads. Brayley folds through. For a try. There is no missing report here to be seen for that one. Blake Brayley has been found. Somebody call his parents. Somebody call his parents. Blake Brayley's been found. The milk carton guided them in the right direction. And Blake Brayley, arguably one of the best hookers in our game over the last 18 months, has got himself a try. AFB just not the same. He just isn't. I think he had an okay start at the Sharks for the first 5 games, but he hasn't really gotten going, has he? He just hasn't. But hey, that's the 2022 NRL Grand Finalist, by the way. Oregon Kafusi with the offload there. And now it's surely just going to be an 8-point difference in a second here. Blake Brayley just sliding on over there. 16-26. And there they go. 18-26 now. And Cowboys, they're probably going to live to regret the fact that they couldn't kick to save their life. I've heard that both Brayley brothers could be playing for England in the Rugby League World Cup. His age is away, but just want to let you know. Bro, don't be afraid to talk about the World Cup. I can't wait for the World Cup. It's going to be an amazing... I haven't streamed the World Cup. The last World Cup, I wasn't even on 1,000... The last World Cup, I don't think I was even quite on 1,000 subscribers. We were getting to 1,000 during the World Cup, legends. The last Rugby League World Cup. All right, we were getting there or barely reached 1K. We're now aiming for 6,000 right now. Times have changed since the last World Cup. Let's get ready, all right? 2026. It's going to be epic. And Kafusi Talakai takes the hit here on the 15. 6 minutes gone by in the second half here as they find the pass on now. Brayley, sturdy play here now to Billy Burns. And it's a good 15-meter run there from Billy Burns, getting to the 40. Teague Wilson with a few little side steps now. Back in 5 legend men time. All good, Mel. See you in 5. Yeah, the coach said they'd be selected if they wanted to, basically. That's pretty damn good, I say. I'd love to see it. I always love seeing rugby league players represent unique places that aren't exactly the initial place you'd think they'd represent. So, yeah, I can't wait for that. The only problem I face is when there's such a low nation that they've got no player with a photo. When they've got no player with a photo, it becomes really hard to do these assets that I do with the backgrounds and the and the faces and all that, but I'll figure it out. I always do. Sharks remembered how to swim. That I know, Gus. I'm as shocked as you. I can't believe it. And we beat Samoa with Mitchell with a last try to seal it. Love it. Clifford now with a big kick in the air to the left. Anybody remember last World Cup that try from maybe that? Yeah. Does anybody remember that international try from Josh Adokar where he kicked it far, far in the air and it landed like he ran like 30 or 40 meters. It was ridiculous. And it just landed in his hands. He was that quick and he was onside. Spectacular stuff. Over to Hazelton. I remember watching Nathan Brown playing for Italy in that. Brayley. Over to Trindle. Stepping around Iro here. Iro past the 40. 40 meters gained now. And they're going to clear it. Will Kennedy, so much chase on this one. He's actually collected it, but he won't be able to get it. And it was fifth tackle here, so the Cowboys will get the ball. Good effort from Will Kennedy, though, to collect that one there. Timed the finish to perfection, but too much defense on it here, and now the Cowboys go. So far, Sharkies are winning the second half at the moment here. Cowboys need to find more. By the way, shout out to the next game, Legends. A few injuries for the Broncos heading into that one there. Stag's fighting through an injury to play for them. Wait, put on hold any talk about any of the other games. The GOAT's coming on. Cameron McInnes, baby. Let's go, McInnes. My Sharkies GOAT. Dearden to Drinkwater. Finds Chester on the right now. Chester, few easy steps there. And down goes Chester on the halfway. Fifth tackle now for Scotty Drinkwater, who's taking a lot of kicks for the Cowboys. On the 20 there. And Will Kennedy, goodness me, so much pressure on him there. But Lukey's ready for it. Lukey bats him back. We're just chilling. Cowboys, Sharks, not so fast. Not so fast, bro. You think you can swim? I'll show you how to swim, bro. And you're not going to like it when I show you how to swim. All right, it's not going to end well for you, Muppet. Yeah, Blake Brayley to Nico Hines. Finds Talakai. Talakai pushing them off now by the 40. Talakai goes down. Brayley to Nicholas Hines. Hines to Hazelton. Hazelton on the 30 now. And Hazelton again goes in here. It's a big kick from Trindle. Half an hour to go here. Fifth tackle. It's allowed to bounce. It's all over the place there. Was there a knock-on from the Cowboys in it? Connor says no, but the ref says yes. And I think they'll challenge this one. Yes, 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 they will. Something's gone on here. Something's absolutely gone on. Remember that Burton flick in between his legs to the Fox? That was amazing. Oh, yeah, the flick from Burton. Wow. Wait. Look at the... You can't give a penalty for... That would be against the Cowboys, but they can't give a penalty for that, right? Like, he's... You can't give a pen there, right? All right, challenge successful here for the Cowboys, and you get the sense, you get the sense that they really needed that to go their way, because if that doesn't go their way, danger zones, danger plans here. They're panicking a little, aren't they? And now penalty here for pushing. Nikora didn't really get a push on him. He fell and pushed someone else with it. It was a little touch, and he decided to play for it, I feel. The Cowboys try to play it quick here on the 30. They're told no. Cohen Hess into the line now. Yep, damn right, bro. Cameron McInnes is back, baby. Where is he? Where is he? Where's our mighty McInnes here? Where is he? He's involved in a tackle there a little bit. Puts in a little push. I want a big hit from Cam McInnes, please. Reed Marty. In and around. Asking, you shall receive, surely. Reed Marty. Back through the right. Lukey and Trindle. Did he just want a one? I think he just did. But hang on. After the held call. After the held call, legends. Can't challenge that. He did it after the held call, legends. I'm a little shocked by that because for me, the ball seemed pretty in rhythm for him to do it, but the referees made her call there, and there you go, Belinda Sharp. Cohen Hess now, get up for him, Reed Marty. And Dean pushing them off here. Deadly late in the first half when they had their chance. Talangi's got a triple decker bust on himself here. He's got a hat trick. The Cronulla Sharks, but put down 30-18. The Cowboys, every time that they give Sharks a sniff, just keep putting out the candle. There's a leak in the roof, and they're exploiting it to its biggest potential. And it's 30-18 with a kick to come now. Could you imagine if they'd gotten their kicks, how bad this might look? Toughness, courage, technique, positioning, cowboy. These are words that all can describe Murray Taulagi for the North Queensland Cowboys. You don't get much more cowboy than this bloke who's apparently out of there soon. Of course, linked for a few clubs. I think I've seen Dragons thrown about. A reliable winger. He's not perfect, no doubt about that, Murray, but he's certainly getting the job done tonight. He's proving his best. Drinkwater. Dean Young is watching on. Mate, Dean Young's watching on for both the boys. He's going, can they all be mine? Can I just buy the Cowboys team? I think that's his attitude right now. I want to buy the Cowboys team. Why can't I buy the whole team? Let me buy the Cowboys. Let me buy the Cowboys! Just let me buy them. A hattie for Taulagi. Clifford now. And that's just going to fade away there. 30-18 here. Long time to go here as we keep on going. And they've all come off Scott Drinkwater. They've all come off Scott Drinkwater in some way, legends. All the tries for Taulagi. I just want to point that out. Scotty Drink has been setting up Taulagi beautifully. His stat the last time the Dragons sacked their coach there, they beat the Roosters and they sacked Flanagan. Will we see the same? We'll see, rugby fella. I think Roosters still win tomorrow, but I thought Roosters would win last time that happened, and look what happened. Dragons got the job, so we'll have to wait and see. I just think this Dragons team is looking particularly poor. Lukey. If they do win, someone's getting a massive payout, though. And, the Cowboys knock it on. Lukey opening the door again for the Sharks. The conditions on ground level, too much. And that's a brutal tackle. That is a brutal tackle, baby. Cameron McInnes, big moment. That's my GOAT. That's my G. I think he scored on the bell. Yeah, it was insane, bro. It was insane. Oh, well, here goes Era down the left. Big game here on this set here. Talakai. Down they go, right in front to the right now. Nico Hines to Hazelton. Hazelton flipping them down. Third tackle now. That right edge seems to be their attacking style at the moment. Fourth tackle now. Threw over the top there of Nane. It couldn't do anything. Brayley. Trindle. First receiver. Nico Hyde. The hero! Kayo! Rob Tagore says, watch NRL live. Yeah, I am watching NRL live stream, reacting to the game, baby. Love our viewers in the chat. And just like that, Cowboy said, come back denied. And then just like that, Sharky said, are you sure about that, pal? Are you sure about that? Because it's 22-30 now. Atta boys. Atta boys. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop giving us such a big game. Well, I can't keep calling games of the year. This is just, oh my God. Rugby league has never been better than some of the performances we've seen. And that was an exceptional pass from Nico Hines. Nah, we were kidding ourselves when we thought that, bro, 50's going to have to be what you score to win. 50's going to be what you need 50 to win, legends. And he's missed it. He's missed it. Oh, what a shame. And that makes it harder for the Sharks. It's been a very Cronulla second half, I must say. A very Cronulla second half, actually. Very, very Cronulla. Doesn't get much more Cronulla. 30-22, legends. 24 minutes on the clock here. Cowboys, we are leading. Sharks, we are not coming for you. Cowboys, no, you're not. Sharks, we just scored. And oh no, it's a bad kickoff from the Cowboys. Cronulla just keep on coming, legends. The nerves are real. The nerves are real. And that was Neverland again. I don't know what they were doing. That was miles out. And now Aero here gets onto the 20 now for the Cronulla Sharkies. Cowboys have to defend. Trindle to Hazelton. In goes Hazelton. Down Hazelton goes. And I think if the Cowboys lose this game, they're going to be wondering, how did we lose it? How? How did we manage to do such a thing? Onto the 10-meter line they go. Brayley finds Hazelton to Trindle. Hazelton here. We know all Boldies have a telepathic connection. It's Kennedy. Kennedy finds Hero. Hero's got a double. And just like that, he's got two in the second half. 30-26. Should be 30-28 in a second. This game refuses to say it's done. The Cowboys right edge, they got torn to shreds last week by Luke Brooks. And now it's Hero and Hines ripping them apart tonight. Everything is just going left now that they've picked up that double. And I don't think they're going to stop going left till it stops working. 30-22, Sharks refuse to go quietly. Mate, they refuse. They're going to keep on pushing here. And this is going to end up being a 60-point thriller. It's definitely going to be a 60-point thriller, this game. No doubt about it. There is another try in this game somewhere. There's still 21 minutes to go. I've got to say, this is good rugby league at the moment. But is it the rugby league everyone loves? It's so fast-paced. Like, it's great seeing tries. We all love tries, but are we seeing too many tries at the moment? Because every game is becoming 30 points, at least for a team, it feels.
20 points seems like a low-scoring team, which just never used to be the case. Is the game going too quick in that aspect? Either way, though, 28-30 the scoreline. Cronulla Sharkies now. Cowboys were safe. Sharks, you sure about that? They're not safe, legend. Jeez, girls, goes for a few minutes and this happens. Yeah, they've completely bounced back, the Sharks, and if only they had got it, their kick would be 30 all. Hazelton. Big hit in there from him. Great run. For those wondering too, we are streaming the next game. Don't stress about it, legends. You're not going to be missing your boy TJC. Don't worry. He'll be live for the 8 o'clock matchup between the Broncos and the Bulldogs. We'll be going live about 5 minutes before at 7:55. 21 minutes still to go in this one, though. Blake Brayley to Cam McInnes, and it's going to be a penalty, I think. What? No, she's just going to say play on. She's just going to say go back and play it again. Really? Not a penalty? Okay. Hazelton. 20 minutes on the clock here. 5th tackle. And here's Hines. 30-28. This game is illegal. Definition of illegal, legend. Scott Drinkwater cops it on the 30. And now with Talagi. Seems a bit of a theme these days, teams coming back in the second half. It does, doesn't it? It feels like second half syndrome seems to be a thing for a lot of sides. I feel like the first half doesn't seem to matter as much anymore as it used to, right? It's a lot harder to lose your first half. Like lose the game in your first half, unless you literally concede like 40 points. Dummy from Sonny Luke finds Ruben Cotter, who finds Thomas McKaylee, and he keeps on going here. Keeps doing what works here, and he should be pressured here. Finds Chester, kicks low here, Cronulla. What is the call here from the referee? It's going to be Will Kennedy ball. And they just keep on going, Cronulla. And here they are, the Cowboys defensively. Ruben Cotter it is with a big shot. Sonny Luke is on the field. And the Sharks just trickling down that try line at the moment. Toby Rudolph, just 2 points in this one here. Am I the only one that feels like however exciting the game is, it's just different to what it was? AFB on the 40. Trindle. With a huge kick to the 15 now for the Cowboys. And Tuilagi brings it back here over to the 30. Cowboys fans went from chill to very quickly. Absolutely they did, Angus. Absolutely. Shot here from Fanua Blake. Thought Chester would be in trouble here. It's a no from Chester about whether he's got problems. He's fine. Hero. He wants the hat trick, baby. He won't get it. He's still on the defense here. Cowboys 5th tackle here. Clifford. Yeah, no, there again here. Out jumped here. Will Kennedy gets it. Hiroti now stepping around. And in goes Moen Hiroti here. At the moment, you can still get your vote in on the poll, legends, but 61% backing the Cowboys to hold on at the moment. 35% of you still go Sharkies. 3% are with the draw. Talakai over to the 40. Finds Rudolph, the Cronulla Sharky. Held on the halfway line. 33 metres gained here. Clearance. Scotty Drink again with the ball. Drinkwater. Held by AFB there. Chester. He's got 3 on him. He takes them on. Now over to 30. With Murray Talagi. Talagi up for it here. He ups the air. He ups the air, baby, on the 40. He's enjoyed himself. Then to Dearden. Hess.
Quick pass, Dearden. They might lose meters. That could be an obstruction from Connor. The ref says fine. Dearden's allowed to keep going. I think Brayley thought there may have been a double movement, but no, McKaylee. And Thomas McKaylee stepping forward. If Sharks score again, this chat's going to explode. Damn right, bro. Damn right. Now this kick, it's a big one. It's allowed to bounce here. Nane! Oh no, he goes down. He panicked on fifth tackle and he's lost. A towering kick. It's kind of lost its excitement with all the 6 agains, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, they've... 6 again, in theory, is a great rule. You don't want to destroy the momentum, right? When they're in great momentum, teams were giving away penalties to stop the momentum. But also, they're calling it way too much, right? They need a balance. Using it so much is just not. We're all getting sick of it a little, or at least most of us are. And then you get into the tries. Just, come on, man. There's too many of them. Blake Brayley, back to Trindle. Trindle knocks the ball on you. Like, I'm not saying I don't love having a lot of tries, but you can't literally be scoring nearly 40 points every game, because I swear teams that lose are scoring over 30 points still, like most of the time. And that's just not... Tigers versus Raiders is arguably an average amount of points scored, 33-14. That used to be a really high-scoring game once upon a time. I think somebody should say to the NRL that faster doesn't always mean better. Faster doesn't always mean better, all right? I think there's parts of 6 against that are great, but I don't think they're implementing it correctly. Like, a lot of rules aren't being implemented correctly. Fourth tackle now, on the 10-meter. Luke. Dearden to Clifford to Nane. Oh! Nane folded by Nico Hines, made him his boy. Scotty Drink. Ruben Cotter made him the sandwich here, and he goes down on 5th tackle. One of those plays where it looks amazing if it works, but if it doesn't, it's average. But lucky days for them. I think they've just won a penalty. Oh, my God. Ricky said he hates 6 agains. Well, yeah, because they're used way too often. And we got the penalty here. They're already up by 2. They really should go for the try. Unless they want it to be only a 2-point difference if they equalize. But even then, you're kind of not backing yourself, aren't they? We're just waiting a second, legends. Blake Brayley and the trainer. Some might say it's convenient that he stayed down this long, but not to assume. Taumalolo. Just his 6th run tonight, Jason Taumalolo. Luke. Goes a long way around here. Thomas McKaylee in now. McKaylee's yet to get that try. Soddy Luke runs through. The Sharks defense couldn't hold him. They couldn't hold him. Soddy Luke and both the hookers have scored for the Cowboys tonight. Soddy Luke takes advantage, and it's 34-28 now. Is that the winner for the Cowboys? I just don't know anymore with how quick the game is. I just don't know anymore. Soddy Luke. Cronulla coaches would be freaked out about that one there. All of the defenders, there's no communication. Who's at fault for this? Rudolph is standing his line. I think he thinks Will Kennedy will be there. Vanua Blake is actually interfering in the ruck as well, by the way. Vanua Blake should be getting onside for the play. Instead, he's ruined it. And the Sharkies with one of the worst bits of defending I've seen all season. And it's an important moment for the Cowboys. 34-28 with a kick to come. This is just ridiculous. 4-3 versus 3-3. Shout out to Rugby Fella, by the way. Random shout out, because why not, with 12.5 minutes to go, for his $3 dono at the start of the stream. Appreciate you very much, man. Jake Clifford. From in front. Of course, they lost Reed Marty earlier in the game. Apparently, I'm hearing because of a concussion. They kept it together. Sonny Luke, what a backup hooker that is to have there with the speed he has. And it's now a exceptional scoreline of 36-28. And the Cowboys showing incredible ticker. Sonny Luke, Reed Marty, Scott Drinkwater, they're all scoring in this game tonight. You name the player, they're scoring. Always fishing for something. Honestly, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for the next game. I'm so hyped for the next game. Solid first game, hopefully big second game, right? Broncos, Dogs. What made Cowboys Broncos so entertaining was there was some really good defense in it too. It wasn't just the attack, right? It got high scoring, but like I felt like the back and forth and how tight it was really made it a lot more exciting than what we're getting here. Like this is great back and forth, but it's not quite on par with what I got from Cowboys Broncos. Jason Taumalolo. Past the left, Sonny Luke. Luke looking for Dearden, who finds McKaylee. Lukey looks a little confused there, Lukey. Cowboys said, all right, enough of that. All right, enough of that, babe. You're out of here. You're gone. And now Taumalolo, if there was anyone quicker breaking through, they score. Taumalolo caught there. He was waddling a bit like he was Shrek. And now off that Taumalolo run, Scott Drinkwater over to the left here. Back over. He wants it. Reuben Cotter. Cowboys. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. It's about to be 40. No! No! Cotter's been robbed to try. This is bull. It was forward by Miles. It was, oh no, it was forward. It was forward by Miles. Poor Spotter Cotter, man. Poor Spotter Cotter. Poor Spotter Cotter. And there we go. It's not over for Cronulla yet. Hut 2, 3, 4. Hut 2, 3, 4. Past the 20. Please, Sharks, you almost come back and do this. Almost. Talakai straight over the top of Lemire. He keeps on going. He looks for the pass. He can't find it. And wait, Talangi's still down, Legends. They're targeting a side where Talangi isn't there to stop them. Vanua Blake passing it. Hines, that's a knock on. It's gone backwards is the rule from Lutachi. The Tachi's got some interesting calls in his book so far. And Trindle with a huge kick here. Will Kennedy. It's a knock on Drinkwater. That's just what Cronulla ordered the doctor. No point challenging that. The Cowboys just won't let the Sharks have to sleep. Cowboys have said you don't get to sleep with the Fishers alone. This is ridiculous. Of course, shout out to the Tigers yesterday. What a win that was. I watched it from the Paraleagues Club. 33-14 over the Raiders in Tiger Town. First time in a long time that they'd gotten that done. Incredible stuff from them. Benji Marshall potentially building one of the stories of the year. Also, Murray Talangi Legends. Can't get an tackle or anything. He has to come off for a head injury assessment after the knock from Talakai. That was a knock-on bit. Just then Sharks dropped it and then the ref didn't. And then the ref didn't call it. The ref just doesn't call it, Legend. HIA for the hat-trick here. On report goes Talakai. And it's unlucky for the Cowboys that they lose one of their best wingers while also having to defend their lead. There was no malice from Talakai in it, but Talangi does have to go off for the assessment, no doubt about that. And as it stands, Legends, I have a perfect round at the moment. Will Kennedy. And just to prove I have a perfect round, I'll say all my tips. Tigers, Cowboys, Bulldogs, Roosters, Warriors, Rabbitohs, Panthers, Para, There you go. I proved it right there on camera. I can't change them. You literally hear them. Trindle. Dummies. Fanua Blake, a little frustrated here. Goes over to the right with our boy Rudolph. Fighting Will Kennedy here. Will Kennedy goes on. Mustering a little bit on the tackle here from them. Nico hides. And that's a huge tackle from Cowboys. Ruben Cotter out of the hands of Cronulla. What a knock on. I want to see a replay of that one, baby. Show me the replay. Nikora, get sat down, baby. Get sat down. Oh, he's got the, he's a mate. This is a prime beast right there. Who is that? Is that McKaylee? Is that McKaylee? What a tackle. Of course not, rugby fella. Of course, we can be different when it comes to the Melbourne game, but that's fine, legend. You're allowed to tip different teams. Interesting that you've tipped the rest of what I've tipped, though, because I'm going to say this as a para fan. I don't think enough people are tipping Manly, but para for the win, baby. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it versus Manly. Taumalolo. Rina Karma says, I can't believe I changed my tip. Can't believe it. McKaylee. Playing career best football. Over to the 40. Oh, here it is. He's got it. It's a 40-20. It's a 40-20 Scott Drinkwater, legends. And this could be it. This could be it. If the Cowboys score again, you got to pick with 7 minutes left. The Cronulla Sharks don't come back, right? Surely this will be it. 36-28. Sonny Luke. To the left. Onwards and upwards here on call. Knocking on the door of surely putting this game to bed. Tamalolo. To Dearden. Dearden! The Queensland King has done it again! And who said that this natural 5'8" couldn't play halfback? It's 40-28. We'll all be as long gone as the Sharkies by the time that year comes across. 40-28, baby. Cronulla Sharkies don't know what to say. Cowboys all over them. And you're left wondering the scoreline if the Cowboys get all their kicks. Absolutely exceptional! Acceptable! A brilliant moment came to play the game here. Dibs on the outside and job done. Huge speed off the mark here. And Tommy Dearden, the Queensland halfback, doing the job. There you go. Get him in the damn side. Up the cow, says Mel. The chat's going crazy. And we got a $10 dono from Mel. Mel, thank you so much, legend. Show some love to her in the chat, legends. She deserves it. What a great mod she has been for us over the years. Oh, my goodness me. That reminds me just a little more towards your chair. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Couldn't do it without legendary viewers like yourself. Every dollar counts towards it, mate. I can't wait. One of these days, it's going to be one of those chairs where it turns around and I'm going to be like, g'day, legends. It's going to be like a big entrance with the chair. Drinkwater needed a big response here, and there he goes. In fact, where is it? I want to put a heart on that super chat. I want to put a heart on it if I can find it. There we go. Boom. And the Sharks are going to need something close to a miracle. 42-28. What on earth is this game? What on earth is this game here? If only the Cowboys had gotten another, you could have... If only the Cowboys had gotten another goal, you could have been talking about 50. And Sharks simply don't deserve the win purely on the basis that they've conceded 42 points. You can't be conceding nearly 40 points and it be over 40 points and it be considered acceptable. Sharks and Cowboys knock that on. The referee is going to make her rule. It's going to be a penalty, actually. Time off here. The Cowboys getting the penalty. And don't forget, legends, we've still got one more stream after this. I know it's hard to believe, but we have another game after this. After the Cowboys and the Sharkies, we have the Broncos taking on the Dogs. And you don't want to miss that one. That game is going to be incredible on the channel. I can't wait for it here. And then, of course, tomorrow, you've got the traditional Dragons-Roosters game, the Warriors-Dolphins game, and the Storm-Rabbitohs game. We'll be reacting to them all. Hope to have a fun time with it. Of course, no streams on Sunday. You all know why, legends. And now McInnes. 4 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock here. Back at you, legends. Telling you, of course, have got me through some darkness. So thank you for being you and making me laugh. Appreciate it, Mel. Right back at ya. Couldn't even figure the channel without you in the chat half the time. It's all good. My pleasure. I just do what I enjoy. Fanua Blake, long pass to Aero, and Aero will go down again here. This game's ridiculous. This game's ridiculous. It's 32. It's 32 points to 42. How is 42 points? How is a team with 42 points only 10 points in front? How? This game defies rugby league logic. Another Hattie. What? I'm tipping Bulldogs, believe it or not, Liam. Even though I'd like Broncos to win, I've got a strange feeling that upset's happening. What? How? How is this game real? Who up there is rigging this? This is ridiculous. This game shouldn't exist. Rugby league is not this. This goes against everything I know about rugby league, this game. Although you don't know a lot, TJC. Nah. 34-42. There is no way that this is a common scoreline. This scoreline is actually stupid. It's just stupid. 30 points apiece I thought was insane. This is just ridiculous. Sharky should go for another short one, I reckon. They just got to keep going at it. They only have 3.5 minutes. They've just got to get a big run. The Cowboys, of course, kicking off, legends. Here we go, Cronulla. They're going to have to spread it from the get-go here. Fanua Blake. And it's that same edge that they keep ripping them apart on. It's a dummy now from them. They keep going, Cronulla Sharks. Anything. Okay, this game refuses to behave. This game refuses to follow rugby league logic. Cronulla, Aero, past the 40 now. Third tackle here, 3 minutes. They don't have much time, but my gosh. Trindle. The countdown's on. McInnes. Kennedy finds it with Talakai. Hiroti keeps going. Hiroti. They've still got 2 tackles left. It's 4th tackle. They're on the 30 of Cowboys' end. Trindle. Hides. Does kick here for Stone Street. Uploads. Aero before. Oh no, he's been hit out. Tom Dearden is there, and I think he's just saved the Cowboys game. He may have just saved this for North Queensland. We're going to have to review. But nah, it's no try. He goes out. He goes out 100% in my opinion. There is no way I'm ruling that he scored this. Oh. That would have been exceptional. If he had got that, that would have been exceptional. But no, what a try saver. What a try saver. It's not the first time Tom Dearden's done it. He's done it plenty of times. He's done it plenty of times, Tom Dearden. And that might be not just be a try saver. That might be a game saver right there. Cowboys. There's been so many tries that it's just about who scores next, not if there will be another. Quick from it, Cronulla. Literal. I know we were talking about it needing to be a miracle before, but it would literally need to be a miracle now. Of course, only a few minutes till we're due to be live on the next stream, Legends. Make sure you check that out after this one. What goes around comes around the park here. Cronulla Sharks put back the Cowboys on fourth. Taumalolo, 2 minutes on the clock now. Dearden's 100% the 7 for Queensland. Absolutely he is. So Cronulla have to get this back here. Big collection there from Horotti. Dropping into the chat the link for the next stream, by the way, Legends, for those who are interested in joining us for that. Hope to see some of you there. And it's Horotti on the 30. Now to Stone Street. Stone Street steps around. This scoreboard is more unstable than Wi-Fi on a train. It is. Kennedy. Hero. And Hero knocks it on and loses the hopes of the game. Lukey will run with it for the corner here. And he's going to go on over here. The Cowboys have another right on the end here. You've got your winners. It's official. 46 points. And this could have been 50 on another day. $80 minutes. It's somewhat appropriate that he goes crashing through. Hylam Lukey. Oh, it would never happen, rugby fella. It would never happen. But oh my God. Almost. Only moments ago did we have hope of a comeback. And Lukey now, Chester pushing him onwards and upwards for it. Yeah, great tackle from Dearden. Tom Dearden's just won them the game. Anybody who says otherwise is full of it. Tom Dearden has literally just won you the game. He has just won you this match. It is official. 2 hat-tricks in the game here. Multiple ridiculous try scorers. Oh boy, what a game. And shout out to the 37 of you who voted. 68% went with the Cowboys. Congratulations to you. Sorry to the 30% that went Sharks. 3% that went draw. Well, you got closer than most games, but it wasn't meant to be. And it should be 48 in a second here. And then we'll wrap up this game and head over to the next. Clifford. 3. We're going to have to be quick, though, because, of course, the next game, Channel 9, all that. Clifford. Well, he's missed it. He's missed it. And it's no 54. And the game is over. 46-34. What a matchup it was. Incredible display here from the Cowboys. This game was one of the highest scoring affairs, most unstable sets of score pieces I've ever seen. Feel free to disagree, but I just cannot believe how that matchup went. Not too long now until we're due for the 8 o'clock game between the Broncos and the Dogs. Live reacted to on the channel with your boy TJC Sports. Hope to see some of you over there in a second. We've dropped the link. Hit it. Get over there. We're going to see you in about a minute or two. Thanks for watching this game, Legends. Congratulations to the Cowboys. Just too much for the Sharks to be able to handle. Wow.